So, what language do you speak? German? English. Ukrainian.
Yeah.
No. English, 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 English. Okay, then I would sing you a song in English. Danke dir. So, actually we are very lucky because we have a local sannyasi. Yeah. And we have a local Maharani also. But we are still looking for more powerful preachers. But of course, we have Vaidyanath. Radhanath. They're the two Nathas. Radhanath, Vaidyanath. And we have our almost PhD devotee from Bengal here in our temple with Khirachora Gopinath home, where I was going to tell the special relationship which we have with Khirachora Gopinath. It is such a special story that it really touches the heart. We all know the story of Madhavendra Puri and how Gopinath saved some special sweet kheera for him because he had desired to taste this. And then he was so ashamed that he had desired the bhoga of the Lord or the remnants. So he was just going away and chanting and crying somewhere. But then Gopinath woke the pujari up in the night, and his pujari told, come to the altar, behind my foot there's one of the kheer pots. You take this out in the park on the edge, there is a sadhu sitting, and you give this to him. So the pujari, never happened to him that Gopinath came to him in the night and gave him an instruction, you know. Some people think we are worshipping dolls. They don't know that Krishna is omnipotent and omniconscious. He's all-powerful. Anybody who thinks something different, he just don't understand. He just don't understand. So, the pujari met the person, Madhavendra Puri, and he told him, listen, Gopinath sent this kheer for you. What do you mean? And then the pujari told him, he came to me in the night and he said that you hadn't got any prasadam, you were still fasting. So Madhavendra Puri was, oh, no. So he was so touched. So can you imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead getting some prasadam for you? By the way, if you ever got a plate of prasadam here in a temple or in any temple, that was also kept for you by Krishna. And you were invited there at the right moment, at the right time, to take some prasad. So, in a way, it happened to all of us. But in the case of Madhavendra Puri, it was a little special. Not a little special, totally special. So, I was traveling throughout India with a group of 50 devotees in a bus. I had rented a bus in Vrindavan. We went all over north of India, going to Mayapur. And then from Mayapur, we were on our way to Jagannath Puri. And on the way, we met Ramuna. Ramuna is the place where Khirachora Gopinath live. Small village, it's not big place. Balasore is the city which is in that area. That's a bigger city. So, can you imagine? We went to Khirachora Gopinath and we reached there at 10 o'clock. We told the story just like Nityananda told that story of Madhavendra Puri, because Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Nityananda Prabhu, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda told the story to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Wow, there were ecstasies, tears, everything. There were, wow. And then we had a kirtan there, power kirtan. And the pujaris, they were so kind with us. They let us go into the Thakurji's room while they were dressing and arranging everything. Usually when they arrange the deities, they close the curtain and nobody sees. But in that case, they invited me in. And as they were doing a little abhishek and little thing, so we were like all fired up, kirtan, kirtan, kirtan. So when we reached noon, they closed the Thakurji for doing offerings and something. And our bus driver came and said, "Hey, hurry up. We want to reach Puri today. That is still many hours of trip. So you better come quickly." So we said, okay, we have to leave. Now we heard the story. We saw the deity. We are all fired up. Now we want to taste some kheer. We want to taste this famous kheer because this kheer has become famous all over. Like Jagannath Prasadam is famous, and the kheer of Khirachora Gopinath. I mean, after Madhavendra Puri, the name changed. This story became so famous that they changed the name from Gopinath to Khirachora Gopinath, the kheer-stealing Gopinath. So we came out and says, "Where do you get the kheer?" And they had a store. There was a store and there was like many pots of kheers, but it was locked. So we asked, where is the person who sells this? Oh, he had some urgent family business. He left. He left? When will he come back? Oh, we don't know. So we waited 1 hour. All the devotees. Kira, 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 Kira. When comes the Kira? Then the bus driver said, "No, we have to go. No way, otherwise we're not going to make it on time to Puri." So with all the pain in my heart, I had to say, "The body is up in the bus, we have to leave." Each one was crying. Now we are out in the village. Village, only paddy fields and rice and sugar cane like that. So our bus took out, and there was a very narrow road going from Ramuna to the next place. So we went down this road. All of a sudden, the road was blocked by 400 farm workers. 400 farm workers, they were in protest, protest, protest. So the driver said, "What are we going to do here?" So I was the leader of the group, so I went down from the bus and I went to the protest leader and I said, "What's happening here?" "Oh," they said, "we are upset with the government for something and this road is going to be blocked until 8 o'clock at night." I said, "What?" Yes, no way. I said, please let us go. We have to go to Puri. No way. Nobody's passing here this way or that way. So I went back to the bus. I told the bus driver, we had just left Remuna. It was not more than 3 or 4 kilometers. I told the driver, back to Khirachora, Gopinath. But the road was so narrow. How can a bus turn around? So we had to drive into a field. You know, that's dangerous because sometimes the wheels sink in and you don't get out of there. And the bus driver didn't want to do it, but we begged him, please, and we found a place. So he went back, took back the bus, went to Khirachora. When we arrived there, the pujari with the key had returned. Ooh, all the devotees, they were just crying and eating kheer as much as they could. Oh, that was a kheer festival, unforgettable. So, after that, we took a snan in the pond. There was a temple pond also. And then I said, well, let's try it again to get to Puri. Let's try it again because now we did everything. The Thakurji is sleeping. Everybody got back into the bus. We went the same way on the road, not one single soul. Not one single soul. No blockage, no nothing. And we looked at each other. Too much. Too much. Gopinath could not tolerate 50 crying European devotees for not getting his kira. He could not tolerate it. So whatever pastime he made there. So we kept our pot like Madhavendra Puri did, and we ate a little bit of this pot afterwards to keep in our memory that sweet pastime. So this is a place of Rasikananda. This is a place of many great acharyas. And it's on the way. There's a Gaudiya Math also in Remuna. Anyhow, so I just wanted to tell you that story because I promised Remuna I will tell that story, what connects me so specially with this wonderful place. Charu Vakta Mandalam Shukarnaratna Kul Nirmalam Sucharchitanga Chandanam Namami Nandanam. The refrain we can sing together. Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam. One whose face is delightful, upon whose ears hang lovely jewels, covered in paste of sandalwood. I bow my head to Nanda's son. 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 Sudirga netra pankajam Shikandi Murtajam Ananga Koti Mohanam Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam Namami Nandanam. His eyes like blooming lotus flowers, and hair bedecked with peacock feathers. Millions of cupids he enchants. I bow my head to Nanda's son. 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 Chudashika gramotikam swachanda danda pontikam navambudanga ikanam namami nandanam namami nandanam namami nandanam. His nose hangs an elephant pearl, his teeth so bright light up the world. Complexion dark like clouds of rain. I bow my head to Nanda's son. 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 Karena venuranjitam gati karundaganjitam ukula pita shovanam namami nandanam namami nandanam namami nandanam namami nandanam. Lotus-like hands hold the flute. He strolls with gait as an elephant bull. Bright mouth graces his dark limbs. I bow my head to Nanda's son. 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 Bangadeya Sundaram Nakaduti Chudakaram Amulya Ratna Bhushanam Namami Nandanam Nandanam His beautiful form is curved in three ways. His tune and shame, the lovely moon, covered with ornaments and jewels. I bow my head to none the sun. I bow my head to none the sun. I bow my head to none the sun. Body pours for sweet fragrance, Kaustuba gem gracefully rests, with Srivatsa on his broad chest. I bow my head to Nanda Sun. Anga Shoravam Uro Viraji Kaustubam Spurakchi Vatsalachanam Namami Nanda Nandanam. Vrindavan love pastimes are best. In magnificent pastimes clothes he dressed. The pride of the King of Heaven smashed. I bow my head to Nanda Sun. Vrindavana Shunagaram Virasanuravasanam Surendra Gauragochanam Namami Nanda Nandanam. Of Raja Gopis gives joy to them perpetually, alluring the hearts of living beings. I bow to Nanda Nanda Sun. Dangana Shunayakam Sadashuka Pradayakam Jaganmana Pralupanam Namami Nandanandanam. Leader of Raja Gopis gives joy to them perpetually, alluring the hearts of all living beings. I bow my heart to Nanda Sun. Nandanashtaka Patitranandayanvita Tarit Bhavati Indushtaram Lavet Tat Angri Yukmakam Namami Nandanam Citing this prayer faithfully, one crosses the world easily, reaching the realms of the Lord's feet, the beautiful son of Srinanda. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This song I heard often in the ashram of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. They're singing that. Actually, before I didn't know that song. It's an ancient prayer by an anonymous Vaishnava. And I remember Nemi Maharaj, one of the sannyasis, used to play the violin. Very sweet, together with the song, with the sound. Very sweet. So, what does this song really wants to say? I bow my head to Nanda's son. Well, this is pretty easy message, no? We are to bow our heads to Nanda's son. Hopefully. If Krishna appears in the form of a little boy, the Supreme Lord appears as a 5-year-old boy called the deity of Madhavendra Puri, which he unearthed in the Govardhan. His name was Srinathji. And Srinathji is Krishna 5 years old. Srinathji. So this deity was worshipped in that specifically mode of a small boy. Until today. If you visit the temple of Srinathji in Natadwar, which is in Rajasthan, amazing place. If you go there, the whole city is constructed around the worship of Srinathji. I think there was no city before. They were hiding away from the Mughal Empire, pirates or colonialists or whatever you want to call them, from these rascals. So they were hiding Srinathji. So just imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, the creator of everything, the control of everything, Ekala Ishvara Krishna, Arasava Britya. One Supreme Lord who maintains everybody. Nobody's like him. So he appears in a place. Why? Why choose Vrindavan? Why didn't he appear in Brooklyn? Or maybe in Tiergarten? Why did he have to appear in India? Well, all the rights reserved. He can appear wherever he wants. He can also appear in Tiergarten if he wants, but he chose to appear in Vrindavan. And he played his pastime so impressively that even today, 5,000 years ago, we are still aware, oh, here Kishi was killed, Kishigat. Oh, here where Arishtasura was eliminated. That's now Radhakunda. Oh, here he finished off with Kamsa, right in the middle of Mathura in the fighting arena. And here he sent Kalia out of Braj. And here he lifted the Govardhan hill. All this Braj Mandal is so full of beautiful childhood pastimes. And his love for the gopis is the biggest love story in the history. And it is being recorded in holy scriptures like the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not my, I went to India and I fell into a sentimental storytelling affair, and now I'm telling you. No, these are the stories from the Srimad Bhagavatam itself. It's been told by the pure devotees 5,000 years ago. And it is being given down by disciplic succession, by guru to disciple. So just shut up your mind and celebrate Krishna appears as a baby. Stop your mind, your scientific, rational thinking. Oh, Why in Uttar Pradesh? Why didn't he come to Rajasthan? No. Why am I poor and why is he rich? And why am I handsome and he is ugly? Why? Shut up your mind and celebrate Sri Hari. Chant this holy name and celebrate. And don't give so much trouble, please. So I bow my head to Nanda's son. That's all. Bow your head. The Srimad Bhagavatam says, that head which does not bow down to the Supreme Personality of God is simply a heavy burden on his shoulders. Useless head. He's not bowing down. Oh, you're carrying this heavy, useless load on your shoulders. That's what the scriptures say. Again, it's not what I say. I have nothing to say. I'm just celebrating here. I'm celebrating Sri Nanda's son. There he is with his confidential Sri Radha. He came, Govinda Sundaram, he came to Berlin. At first, Mahaprabhu was installed in Reinhardtstrasse, right next to the Parliament building. When I told somebody in India that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is residing just next to the building from which this Second World War was started and all the Hitler regime was, when I told them, the person started crying. Mahaprabhu has gone all the way to this sinful place to preach. He couldn't believe it. Then Mahaprabhu, he moved to Invalidenstraße. First Hannoversche Straße, then Invalidenstraße. And there we had the temple, Kurukshetra. There was the Kurukshetra temple. Imagine, Kurukshetra in Berlin. This is not Kurukshetra, but that place where he is, that's Kurukshetra. Because Kurukshetra is a very holy place, where the Brahma Sarovar is, and so many things. So, from there, in Invalidenstraße, their lordship, Gandharvika, Govinda Sundaram, appeared in Berlin. And ever since, their worship together with Radha Berlin Ishvara in our temple here. Later, we moved to this location. And maybe one day we're going to move into a bigger facility. If more people want to come, we see Krishna knows. It's him who decides these things. So, bowing my head to the feet of Nanda's son, this means I recognize that my Supreme Lord has come into this sweet form. It is so sweet, ever enchanting. Like you say, Krishna is the most beautiful beauty of all beauties. He's the most charming of all charmings. There's nobody beyond him. And plus he maintains us by his kindness. So he's decorated with an elephant pearl. His teeth shine as bright to show light in the entire world, just by the light reflected. You know, somebody has very nice white teeth, and the sun shines on it. Oh. So when his teeth are lit up by the sun, wow, the whole brush is shining. That's a special effect. And he looks like a dark moon, like a monsoon cloud, which may rain any time, the rains of mercy. He holds a flute in his hand, this bamboo flute, which was kissed more times than the gopis. So the gopis had some problem. Said, why this bamboo flute is getting kissed and kissed and kissed all over, whereas for us to get a kiss for Krishna, such a rare thing. So we want to be born like a bamboo, so that we can feel his lips on our body. He strolls like an elephant bull and shines into all directions. Krishna's form is curved in three ways. When he holds the flute, he goes. So it's the three bending form, Tribhanga. So this is very attractive because he's calling all the devotees when he plays the flute. So he's decorated with ornaments and jewels. His toenails shame the loving moon, the lovely moon. Moon is so beautiful, full moon, wow. But the toenails of Krishna shine and give everybody hope. His body has a great fragrance. Everywhere you can smell Krishna's wonderful fragrance. And the Kaustuba gem gracefully rests on his chest, where there's also Srivatsa, the few white hairs which are growing on the chest of the Lord. I bow my head to Nanda-san. He's my all in all. I just want to be with him, for him. And you see, in a way, this is a love song, no? A declaration of love. So we are busy declaring our love to Krishna. We are not so busy of defeating only the mundane minds. But if somebody requests, we can also defeat your mundane mind. If you're some guy who thinks when you die everything is finished. If you think, oh, I'll die and then I can do anything, here's cheating, everybody lying, because when I die everything is finished. This is criminal philosophy, no? But devotees have no criminal philosophy. They know we are here to do something good. So his magnificent pastimes, when he's dressed beautiful, he smashes the pride of the king of heaven, Indra. Indra was proud. I'm the king of heaven. Who is this little boy there who has been born in earth? Maybe some kind of a prince. But then Indra went to test Krishna and he was totally defeated. Totally. Even trying to inundate Vrindavan failed, and in the end he became so embarrassed going back by him from the huge turmoil. And then perpetually the gopis of Braj are always very attached to Krishna. They want to give their hearts to him because he is calling all the souls in the world to dance with him in Rasa Bilila. Now if you want to dance with God, otherwise I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do after you leave this world. Maybe you come back to be a shepherd in Afghanistan and walking with 500 sheep up and down the dry mountains. Or maybe you come back as an investment banker in Wall Street. And all day you're looking on the screen. Up, down, Dow Jones and all this nonsense stuff, having the head full with it. No, I want to be with you, my Lord, wherever you go. I want to serve your gopis. I want to become the servant of your gopis. Reciting this prayer faithfully, one can cross over the material world easily, reaching the lotus feet of the Lord, the beautiful son of Nanda Maharaj. So this is our song today. You see it has a very nice English translation, so we can sing it both in Sanskrit or in English. We also have a German version, Spanish version. In India also, in Punjab, they're singing bhajans in Punjabi. Yes. Are you from Punjab?
Chandigarh.
You are from Chandigarh? Well, you have not been to the Gaudiya Math? They're singing there in very beautiful bhajans in Punjabi language.
I've been to Kurukshetra.
That's in Haryana.
Yes, that's in Haryana.
Anyway, in the temple in Chandigarh, you find very nice singing, a bit Punjabi style. I just came from there. Bhangra, they call it? The dance. How you call the Punjabi dance, Bhangra?
Yes, yes.
Yes, they were dancing Bhangra and chanting Hare Krishna, wild in Bathinda. I was in Bathinda in a big celebration. So Lord Chaitanya is very merciful. Lord Krishna is very merciful. His sweet pastimes are very merciful. You can read them and read them again and again and again, and something wonderful will come. What do you think? You have any questions or any comments to make on all this?
It was so beautiful, so nice. The song.
Yes, these songs are just from another world.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And with the nice Mridanga player. You should all learn Mridanga Kartals. Now I will leave you for 15 minutes with Vaidyanath to give you a Mridanga class.
In 15 minutes. In 15 minutes.
50. Yes.
They need 15
Because we hardly ever have class. He has to take class. Where's Yashodan?
It's not here.
Yashodan is not here.
Where is Yashodan?
I think he's naked, I think, today.
Okay. So give us a Mridanga class.
Sewa ke loka paramediti Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Who knows a little Mridanga? Lift the arm. Okay, you sit right in front of him. Both the students, the number one students, they're sitting in front.
You should bring the other Mridanga.
Yes, here's the other Mridanga. And those, Mike, you also sit there. You're going into the first Mridanga lesson here. You also want to learn? Come on. Don't miss out. And now we're going to train up new Mridanga players because our temple has not enough Mridanga players. Make an introduction, but like,
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know the mantras because I'm self-learner, but you should pray to the Mridanga first, you know, do an invocation, auspicious, and then to learn the mantras. In India, it's everything with the guru, you know? So I didn't have a Mridanga guru. I have my guru, but in another issues. And yeah, so I will just...
I also play Mridanga, not very good. He plays better than me. He surpassed.
I will show you some easy beats, you know, just to hit the Mridanga. You are lefty or right?
Yo le digo a...
Oh, ella está todavía.
Okay? He knows how to play.
He can play.
Approve it. 10.
Because the guy's from Berhampur.
Okay.
And Berhampur is a Vaishnava
You can
country.
teach, maybe.
No, I don't. I think you are.
Okay. Teach them.
Oh, I
No,
know.
no.
They both. I never learned.
I'm a good runner. Give it to him. So, Mike. You play some instrument, some drum?
I never
nothing?
played this before.
Never. Okay. Follow me. Left hand, no? Open. You have basically two beats.
The other side, this side,
Yeah, the other side.
Yes, that's right.
Basically two beats. Two, yeah. Open, close.